Ili kupata skiza tune ya mapenzi ni jina tu kwa simu yako, bonyeza alama ya nyota 811 alama ya nyota 398 alama ya reli.
Mapenzi ni jina tu, lakini mtu anaweza kulipa maana. Inaweza kuwa mpenzi wako, jamaa, rafiki, mfanyikazi mwenzako, jirani. Unaweza kupata mapenzi kutoka kwa mtu yoyote. Chagua kueneza upendo na muhimu, jipe zaidi.
Ukitaka kupata skiza hii, bonyeza alama ya nyota 811 alama ya nyota 398 alama ya reli. Alama ya nyota 811 alama ya nyota 398 alama ya reli.
Tonight on KBC Channel 1.
I was held captive for 12 years.
Subject to escape with someone in the building.
Now, humans hunt the lichens and vampires. This is a new war.
We stand and we fight.
Edward is more powerful than any of us.
Tonight on KBC Channel 1.
She is very pretty. She's beautiful.
Yes, she is.
Be very careful. If he hears that Mr. Ignacio didn't even know your name, you could be in big trouble, my friend.
Who will tell him?
You'll only pretend to be him in front of my family. You will do and say exactly what I tell you to.
You know, I'm actually very glad, and now I can be close to you, my darling.
Who was the man you were running away from when we were in Chiapas? Was he your husband?
Mwaka wa 2021 na vitu mpya, vitu mzuri zaidi. Leo tunakupa Oppo A93.
Na ni rahisi zaidi. Kumbuka unaenda kwenye paybill number, unaekelea paybill number yetu ni 4032353. Kisha unaenda kwenye account, ekelea code ni Oppo, alafu unique number yako. Kisha ni 20 bob peke yake.
Na hivyo ndivyo utakuwa umekelea bid kwenye quickbid.co.ke. Kumbuka bidhaa bora kwenye bei ya nini? Chini kwa chini.
Chini kwa chini.
Jiunga na QuickBid ni rahisi. Enda kwenye M-Pesa, bonyeza paybill, kisha weka business number 4032353. Kwenye account, weka kodi ya bidhaa unayotaka na bid yako ya chini zaidi. Kwa mfano TV 16. Kisha weka shilingi 20 tu kama idadi yako. Weka bid yako pia kwenye www.quickbid.co.ke. Kumbuka, bid ya chini zaidi ya kipekee ndio ununua. QuickBid, bidhaa bora kwa bei ya chini.
Good afternoon. Welcome to this live broadcast from the Broadcasting House here in Nairobi. This is Channel 1 Lunchtime News. I'm glad you could make time for us on this 13th day of February 2021. I hope you're having yourself a very wonderful day so far. Welcome to this live broadcast. My name is Edward Kabasa. Byron Abule is our sign language interpreter this afternoon. A section of MCAs from Embu County has refuted claims that the recent car grants approved by the Salaries and Remuneration Commission was meant to lure county assemblies into passing the BBI Constitution Amendment Bill 2020. This as Jomvu MP Badi Twalib cautioned politicians against propagating divisive politics as the BBI debate gains momentum in the country.
The Constitution Amendment Bill of 2020 will be tabled before the Embu County Assembly on Tuesday next week.
These functions
Speaking during a sensitization exercise for all MCAs on the contents of the bill, Embu County Assembly Speaker Josiah Thiriku refuted claims that the Assembly has already given the bill a nod, saying that they will first embark on a public participation exercise before subjecting the document to a vote.
Tukishafanya public participation tarehe 17, tutaenda tuketi tuandike report na maoni ya wananchi na kuangalia memoranda za wananchi.
Kwa maofisi yote ya waheshimiwa wale wamechaguliwa MCAs, tumepeleka copies za documents. Kwa hivyo ningeuliza wananchi waende kwa ofisi za MCAs wachukue documents ili wajisomee.
The leaders also dismissed claims that the car grants recently approved by the Salaries and Remuneration Commission were meant to lure them into passing the bill.
Tunangoja sana tupatane kwa katika ile jukwaa. Mwambie mwananchi ya kwamba MCA na support BBI kwa sababu aliongwa na gari. Na sisi tuseme ya kwamba wewe unakataa BBI kwa sababu gani? Kwa sababu tunajua.
Sentiments echoed by a section of ODM MPs in Busia County who expressed optimism that the BBI bill will attract the support of a majority of counties.
Kwa nini wafikirie MCAs wakipewa wanauliza kwa nini saa hii? Kwa sababu ndio saa hii tumesema watengenezewe hiyo sheria wapewe.
Kenya mzima BBI itapata zaidi ya assembly 30. Alafu ipite ikuje bunge twende referendum.
Meanwhile, a section of leaders from the Rift Valley region has condemned what they term as coercion of the county assemblies into passing the BBI bill.
Hakuna MCA atasurutishwa kwa sababu ya uamuzi amefanya kwa county assembly. Akipika yes, ni yeye.
Kwa hayo mengi ambayo
And Jomvu Member of Parliament Badi Twalib has cautioned political leaders against propagating divisive politics as the BBI debate gains momentum. Speaking during the disbursement of presidential bursaries in Jomvu constituency, Badi condemned the high level of political intolerance in the country.
Nasihi kwa viongozi wenzangu wasijaribu kuchochea wananchi kwa njia moja ama nyingine katika mambo yoyote yale ambayo yatakuwa yanaingiliana na mambo ya kura ya maamuzi.
Finally, religious leaders and politicians from Kabuchai constituency in Bungoma County have called on the residents to embrace peace during the campaigns ahead of the 4th March by-elections.
Hivi majuzi tulipoteza walinzi huko Chwele wawili kwa njia ambayo hatutambui. Tukiangalia katika CCTV tunaona ni vijana ndio walitumika kuchinja vijana wenzao. Hilo jambo tunalishtumu sana.
Tuwe watu amani, mapendo, watu amani na watu wa mapendo tunapoishi.
The seat fell vacant after MP Mukwe Lusweti died last month. For Channel 1 News, I'm Safin Aching Ouma.
Deputy President William Ruto's ICC lawyer Karim Khan has been elected the new chief prosecutor at the International Criminal Court. Khan was voted in by 72 member states out of 131 in an election held at the UN in New York. Karim Khan replaces Fatou Bensouda, who was sanctioned by the United States of America.
50-year-old British lawyer Karim Khan beat candidates from Ireland, Spain and Italy to win on a second round of voting with support from 72 nations, 10 more than the 62 needed. 131 member states participated in the election held at the UN in New York. The first task of the third prosecutor will be to secure more convictions and increase the court's legitimacy among the many member states that refuse to recognize its jurisdiction, including the US, Russia and China. The court has also faced skepticism in Africa as leaders from the continent have increasingly become sole focus of the Hague-based court. Karim had not originally been on the shortlist for the post and was added partly at the insistence of the Kenyan government. Karim acted as defense counsel for Deputy President William Ruto when he was charged with crimes against humanity following post-election violence in 2007. Karim Khan was called to the English bar in 1992 and has promised to reform the prosecutor's office to make it more efficient. He was appointed to lead the UN team investigating international crimes committed by ISIS in 2018 by the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres. Kevin Washira, Channel 1 News.
And in matters education, more than 4,500 learners in Samburu County are yet to report back to school more than a month after reopening. Education Chief Administrative Secretary Momina Bonaya says the absenteeism may be as a result of an ongoing initiation process, nomadic activities and early pregnancies.
The government says early pregnancies, cultural practices such as the rite of passage coupled with nomadic lifestyle of residents of Samburu may be negating efforts to achieve a 100% turnout in school. Education Administrative Secretary Momina Bonaya says the government is stressing school-going children who may have migrated with their parents in search of water and pasture for livestock.
As long as this is a school-going child, there's no argument around it. Any child who is in school should go back to school. We don't want to go into the details of undertaking age assessment or, trying to understand whether the child consented to marriage and all that. We want to urge parents, and we are using the chiefs to help us do that work. As they move with their heart, they should leave the children behind in those low-cost boarding schools.
Meanwhile, former Thika Member of Parliament Alice Ng'ang'a has hailed the competency-based curriculum, saying it will make Kenya's education system responsive to the demands of the modern world. The former lawmaker expressed optimism that the new system will revive agricultural, music, art and craft lessons in schools. Elsewhere, Migori woman representative Pamela Odhiambo has called on education stakeholders to investigate the root cause of rampant school unrest. The legislator said teachers should spend time with students after normal classes to understand issues that could be affecting them on the sidelines. The recent spate of unrest in Migori County has led to the torching of dormitories at Koredobara Secondary, Winyo and Moinyatike Secondary Schools. Beatrice Gatonyenge-Tich, Channel 1 News.
Three-year-old widow in Rwari is accusing a Nairobi-based politician of grabbing her land. Margaret Wanjiru Mbogwa says she purchased the land through an acquisition of shares in 1982 from the Embakasi Branching Company. She is now calling on the government to assist her recover the land.
Margaret Wanjiru says she was planning to settle and eventually be buried on the piece of land when it came to her attention that a perimeter wall had been erected around the plot. She says on inquiry she was informed that the person behind the fencing of the land was a county assembly member in Nairobi City County who claimed to have bought the land. According to Wanjiru, he was in possession of land documents similar to hers. Wanjiru, who has been battling with high blood pressure, says it has been 3 years since she raised the matter with the company offices with little impact.
Embakasi Branching ndio nilinunua kwa Muhori. Muhori alikuwa chairman wa hii shamba kitabu sana. Akiniambia kuja kesho, kila siku kuja, wiki ingine kuja tarehe gani. Ukikuja kuja siku miaka 3 inaisha.
Nakuja narudi. Hata hajafanikiwa kupata shamba yake. Lakini mimi kwa kuwa kweli niliona barua yake nikaona ni ya kweli. Si ya urongo. Yeye alikuwa barua ni zake na shamba ni yake.
Similarly, her neighbor Miriam Mudhoni, 82 years old, says she had had an experience like Margaret's when a land grabber attempted to annex her plot, but was lucky to be one of the allottees who recently got her title deed from President Uhuru Kenyatta.
Nimeona mafanikio sababu hata sikuwa nipate title deed hapa, lakini nimeipata kwa hiyo laini ya president. Sababu alikuja na akasema watu wote wapewe haki yao. nikapata nini yangu niko nayo.
She also says that there are many cases of double land allocation and chances of getting help from the company are close to none.
Hakuna hata mimi ya misaba yangu sikuwa na saba yangu. Mimi ninaona nikuje niambie serikali isaidie wasasi wale wanaseeka.
President wetu kwa kutuokoa na azidi kuokoa wazee na azidi kuokoa hata na wale wote wamenyang'anywa. Hata wengine hawakuna kuweza kushindana sababu wengine hawana pesa. Anakuja anakuta mtu iko na pesa ameshika mizizi, lakini yeye anatokea tu anaenda.
Muthoni is pleading with the government to intervene to ensure justice for elderly land owners who are mostly targeted by land grabbers.
You're watching Channel 1 Lunchtime News. We're taking a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more news.
Malaria ni ugonjwa hatari sana unaoua watu wengi hapa Kenya. Japo kuko na corona, hatari ya malaria bado iko. Mtoto huyu alikuwa na joto jingi, kutetemeka, kuumwa na viungo na uchovu. Alikimbizwa hospitali ya umma ambako sheria za COVID-19 huzingatiwa na ni salama kwa shughuli ya upimaji. Vipimo vilionyesha kuwa ana malaria na papo hapo daktari akampa dawa za malaria na kumshauri azimalize, na ili kujikinga wawe wakilala ndani ya neti iliyotibiwa. Malaria husambazwa na mbu. Walio hatarini ni watoto wa chini ya miaka 5 na akina mama wajawazito. Kupimwa na kutibiwa ni bure katika hospitali zote za umma. Usisahau adui malaria. Zero malaria huanza na mimi. Chukua jukumu leo. Komesha malaria. Ujumbe huu umeletwa kwenu na Wizara ya Afya.
Mwaka wa 2021 na vitu mpya, vitu mzuri zaidi. Leo tunakupa Oppo A93.
Na ni rahisi zaidi. Kumbuka unaenda kwenye paybill number, unaekelea paybill number yetu ni 4032353. Kisha unaenda kwenye account, ekelea code ni OPPO, alafu unique number yako. Kisha ni 20 bob peke yake.
Na hivyo ndivyo utakuwa umekelea bid kwenye quickbid.co.ke. Kumbuka bidhaa bora kwenye bei ya nini? Chini kwa chini.
Chini kwa chini.
Jiunga na Quickbid ni rahisi. Enda kwenye M-Pesa, bonyeza paybill kisha weka business number 4032353. Kwenye account weka kodi ya bidhaa unayotaka na bid yako ya chini zaidi. Kwa mfano TV 16. Kisha weka shilingi 20 tu kama idadi yako. Weka bid yako pia kwenye www.quickbid.co.ke. Kumbuka, bid ya chini zaidi ya kipekee ndio ununua. Quickbid, bidhaa bora kwa bei ya chini.
Tonight on KBC Channel 1.
She is very pretty. She's beautiful.
Yes. Yes, she is.
Be very careful. If he hears that Mr. Ignacio didn't even know your name, you could be in big trouble, my friend.
Who will tell him? You'll only pretend to be him in front of my family. You will do and say exactly what I tell you to.
You know, I'm actually very glad, and now I can be close to you, my darling.
Who was the man you were running away from when we were in Chiapas? Was he your husband?
Tonight on KBC Channel 1.
Wait, Kamene, what do you mean carried away?
He started abusing other people who are supporters of the Mwesimiwa. Then he got it to do with a stone in his hand. Then I had his usual way.
I knew this will happen. Will you shut up?
That reminds me, teacher. You know, I've noticed you've been wearing this white shirt for the last 1 week.
I wanted to say that as well.
It's not the same shirt. The one he had on yesterday had a torn collar.
Have you ever had me screaming before? Have you?
Man.
Mr. Teacher, I had no choice. I can explain.
Settle down. Hey, take your seats. Classmates, every Saturday on KBC.
Welcome back to this live broadcast. The chairman of the Kenya Medical Training College, Professor Philip Kaloki, has urged learners to enroll more in primary healthcare courses. Kaloki says the courses are tailor-made to help communities curb the spread of diseases, one of the parameters in the attainment of the universal health coverage.
The management of the Kenya Medical Training College, led by the board chairman, Professor Philip Kaloki, was in Ugunja, Siaya County to inspect a newly constructed campus in the area. Kaloki underscored the commitment in the attainment of universal health coverage through the training of competent health workers.
Ili tuhakikishe ile agenda ya Rais President Uhuru Kenyatta yeye mwenyewe, His Excellency, ni kuhakikisha tumetrain competent health workers katika mahali popote katika nchi yetu. Na ndio sababu tumeanzisha hii mradi hapa wa KMTC hapa Unguja.
Budding health workers were urged to take advantage of the college and enroll in primary health care courses, one of the pillars of UHC.
Tungetaka tuwe na nafasi ya wanafunzi wenu, watoto wenu kutoka sehemu hii ili wajiunge hapa. Mnajua KMTC ni moja na tunataka kwanza tupatie nyinyi consideration. Wale wengi watoke hapa.
Ugunja Member of Parliament Opio Wandai urged students to leverage on the Constituency Development Fund and apply for bursaries to facilitate their admission in the newly constructed institution. Nancy Okware, Channel 1 News.
Youth have been challenged to invest in economic activities and desist from relying on handouts from politicians. Government spokesperson Sarah Sigona has urged the youth to take advantage of programs established by the government to support their livelihood. He was speaking in Kaptembwa, Nakuru West Sub-County during an empowerment meeting with youth in the area.
The youth have been challenged to venture into business and other economic activities to boost their livelihoods. Addressing the youth in Nakuru West Sub-County, government spokesman Cyrus Aguna said youth empowerment will block politicians from misusing them to drive selfish political agendas.
So Ajira Digital inawasaidia kuwapatia taaluma ya kuweza wewe mwenyewe kujiuza, lakini pia kutafuta kazi kwa mtandao.
Aguna disclosed that 36.1 million shillings has been disbursed from Uwezo Fund to 537 groups of women, youth and persons living with disability in Nakuru County, while 2,185 youths attached to the Kazim Town initiative within the devolved unit have been trained on entrepreneurship and other government programs targeting the youth. He urged the youth, persons living with disabilities and women to ensure that they are tax compliant to make them eligible for access to government procurement opportunities.
Maendeleo haiwezi patikana nyakati ambazo vijana hawatumii taaluma zao. Maendeleo haiwezi patikana nyakati ambazo vijana wengi hawana kazi. Maendeleo haiwezi patikana nyakati ambazo vijana wamesoma lakini wanafanya kazi tofauti na kile ambacho walisomea.
Aguna added that from the National Government Affirmative Action Fund Board, Nakuru County had received 33 million shillings between the months of July and December. Yusufar, Channel 1 News.
The Kenya national badminton team will kickstart the journey to qualifying for the 2022 Commonwealth Games in Uganda when they take part in the Uganda International Tournament later this month. The Commonwealth Games will be held in Birmingham, UK from the 28th of July to 8th of August 2022.
The Kenya Badminton Federation has held two competitions since January this year to select players who will do duty for Kenya in Kampala. The competitions were the Kenya Open National Tournament as well as the National Trials, where top players were tested and pushed to the limit. 18 Kenyan players will take part in the Uganda International Tournament.
For my membership, for example, here fully and not have to worry about it, I'm able to pay for the gym, an instructor, so it's really changed a lot when it comes to my training.
The Uganda tournament is crucial to Kenyan players as it is the first tournament towards qualification for the Commonwealth Games.
Team of around 10 players.
So it is a big thing going to Uganda and coming back with the victory because we know itatusaidia mahali uko mbele for the Commonwealth qualification.
We need minimum 4 weeks to prepare for such kind of a tournament. Okay, now in that manner, I can only train the players in being accurate and training them on power and also some part of psychology so they can be stronger.
The players will take part in 4 categories: the men and women singles, the women doubles, and the mixed doubles. Karanja David for Channel 1 Sport.
Newly promoted Rift Valley Prisons men volleyball team has stepped up training ahead of the second leg of the Kenya Volleyball Federation League slated for 27th to 28th of this month. The team is currently training under the watchful eye of veteran tactician David Lugaho.
Rift Valley Prisons men's volleyball team was formed in 2019 and joined the league in 2020, but did not take part in the league due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The team is managed by the Regional Command of Prisons in Rift Valley, led by Assistant Commissioner of Prisons Barnabas Keino. The team has set base in Eldoret so as to tap talent from the region that is known for producing talented volleyball players. The team is currently training under the watchful eye of veteran tactician David Lugaho.
Very many young players who are talented. I believe the future of volleyball in Kenya is in this team. Rift Valley is not always the bedrock of talent of volleyball. And by us starting this team, it is our mission to try and tap most of the talents that are around here.
Rift Valley Prisons currently has 26 players drawn from different prison stations in the region. Karanja David for Channel 1 Sport.
Let's now cross our borders. Defender Ruben Dias and midfielder Rodri are both expected to be fit as leaders Manchester City host Tottenham Hotspur at the Etihad Stadium. City will be looking to extend their lead on the English Premier League table to 9 points following their 4-1 win over Liverpool last weekend. The Reds, meanwhile, will be hoping to get back to winning ways when they play away to Leicester at the King Power Stadium.
Liverpool stand-in centre-back Fabinho will miss out against Leicester City with a master issue, with manager Jurgen Klopp expected to choose between his deadline day loan signing from Schalke Ozan Kabak or probably Nat Phillips, with other new arrival Ben Davies unlikely to start ahead of either, to play alongside another makeshift option in Jordan Henderson. Midfielder Thiago Alcantara was absent from training earlier in the week and may not feature in today's match.
Fabinho first, I don't know in the moment. We will see. I really don't know. The Diogo is close, but not as close as Naby, for example. But he's on the pitch as well. Individual sessions, not the same intensity. So how you can imagine, after a longer time in rehab, you have to train really intense before you can go back to team training. So Diogo, 2-3 weeks, maybe.
On the other hand, Leicester defender James Justin has been ruled out for the rest of the season with a serious knee injury ahead of Liverpool's visit. Dennis Praet, Wesley Fofana and Timothy Castagne are out with hamstring issues, while Wes Morgan remains sidelined. Elsewhere, Ruben Dias returns to the squad when Manchester City take on Tottenham, while Rodri limped off late in the game, but both have recovered well. Sergio Aguero continues to build up his fitness in training after a spell out with COVID-19, but may not return this weekend. Kevin De Bruyne, Nathan Ake and Fernandinho remain on the sidelines.
It's an important week, this week, with incredible 3 strong teams, and this is the target. So try in this short time the recovery, so try to see who they are lately, what they have done in our game when we play there, what imagine we can do, what we have to do to play better and to beat them. This is the only concern I have these 3 days after win in Swansea.
Meanwhile, Tottenham will be without Sergio Reguilón and Giovanni Lo Celso. Hurricane is expected to return to the starting 11 after his substitute appearance at Everton in midweek, while Gareth Bale will need to be assessed.
Well, that does it for us for this edition of Channel 1 Lunchtime News. But a quick reminder, today is the World Radio Day, and the day is being used to highlight how the radio has been used as a medium during this coronavirus pandemic. Yesterday, the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation did celebrate 93 years of radio services in the country. And today as well, we'll be having something special for you to watch in our subsequent bulletins, which will be at 7 and at 9. The theme is New World, New Radio, and journalists are being advised to embrace technology. Right now, there is social media that is really playing a very big role in dissemination of information. And with that, we bring to an end this live broadcast. More news on our website, www.kbc.co.ke. You can also stay up to date with breaking news on Twitter at KBC Channel 1. My name is Edward Kabasa. Sign language interpreter has been Byron Abuli. Good afternoon.
Vera Beauty and Fashion College, with branches in Nairobi, Eldoret, Thika, and Meru. Did you know that we are a TVET approved institution? We offer courses in fashion design, interior design in soft furnishing, event decoration, flower arrangement, event planning, hairdressing, barbering and dreadlocks, beauty therapy, makeup, nail technology, spa massages, teaching skills, TOT, solo business management, and many more. Register now and visit our website on www.verabeautycollege.com. You can also call on 0725 923 550 Nairobi branch, 0728 087 689 Eldoret branch, 0722 22 7428 Thika branch, 0725 000 706 Meru branch. Vera Beauty and Fashion College, a TVET approved institution.
Mwaka wa 2021 na vitu mpya, vitu mzuri zaidi. Leo tunakupa Oppo A93
na ni rahisi zaidi. Kumbuka, unaenda kwenye paybill number, unaekelea paybill number yetu ni 4032353. Kisha unaenda kwenye account, ekelea code ni Oppo, alafu unique number yako. Kisha ni 20 bob peke yake.
Na hivyo ndivyo utakuwa umekelea bid kwenye quickbid.co.ke. Kumbuka, bidhaa bora kwenye bei ya nini? Chini kwa chini.
Chini kwa chini.
Jiunga na Quickbid ni rahisi. Enda kwenye M-Pesa, bonyeza paybill, kisha weka business number 4032353. Kwenye account, weka kodi ya bidhaa unayotaka na bid yako ya chini zaidi. Kwa mfano, TV 16. Kisha weka shilingi 20 tu kama idadi yako. Weka bid yako pia kwenye www.quickbid.co.ke. Kumbuka, bid ya chini zaidi ya kipekee ndio hununua. Quickbid, bidhaa bora kwa bei ya chini.
The stage is set for the next football star from Africa to emerge at the Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations. Watch all the games live on KBC Channel 1 as 12 countries battle out for the ultimate prize of becoming champions of Africa. Raw talent, raw skills, ultimate technique. From Africa's finest uncapped talent, witness footballing dreams come alive at the Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations from 14th of February to 6th of March 2021. Live from Mauritania and exclusively on KBC Channel 1, your true sports partner. Shoro FM inakuletea Valentine's Family Day Out tarehe 14 mwezi huu. Jiunge na watangazaji wetu wapendao kusherehekea siku ya upendanao katika 022 Gardens, eneo la Kamiti Kona Junction. Andamana na familia katika bustani ya 022 kwa raha ya aina yake, ikiwemo michezo ya bouncing castles kwa watoto, tapoline, boat ride na uje na ndoana au utumie yetu kuvua samaki. Waimbaji tajika wa Injili watakutumbuiza kuanzia saa 5 mchana na wale wa country music na mugithi wakumalize hadi mida ya kafyu. Jabu ni kuwa kiingilio ni bure. Karibu tusherehekee upendo.
Tonight on KBC Channel 1.
I was held captive for 12 years.
Subject to escape with someone in the building.
Now, humans hunt the lichens and vampires.